doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
My name's Katie.
Hey, Coach Johnson, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So we're here to talk about Katie.
Yeah.
Katie, so how's she doing? What's the update?
With her
Concussion.
Yes. So I saw her last week, and she was. What do you know about
I just
where
know.
she's at?
I just know she's been fatigued, I guess, and depression. But I mean, I guess it happened a while ago, so I assume she can go back to normal, right?
Well, I saw her last week, and she was still kind of like in the return to play stage of not fully back yet. Right now, we're kind of just seeing how she is doing, and if she doesn't have any signs and symptoms, we can kind of ease her on back into like full-on workouts.
So she can't do workouts right now.
What do you have in mind for her to do?
Just a regular workout plan that she's been doing. So I got resistance training. She's in a peak power pace right now. So plyometrics, resistance training, just typical stuff like she's been doing recently. Just head right back on into it. If it's been 2 days ago, then she should be able to do it, right?
Not really with concussions. It just kind of depends on how they are reacting, what symptoms they have. So if you return to phase 2 quickly, she could have like more symptoms come up, or she could have different side effects from the concussion. That would just kind of like be detrimental in long term if you go back too quickly.
Okay, but if I'm a certified strength coach, why can't I make that decision for her?
I would say like that's not something that you would get certified for in regards to personal strength coach. But I'm not certain on that. But I would just say.
Guess I'll have to go back and look at the qualifications then. Alright, so what exercises do you think that I could do then if I can't just bring her back into play?
Just right back into play? Well, do you understand why she can't go directly back into play? It's
Not
not me
really.
just saying like she can't go back to play.
Right.
So with a concussion, like have you ever had like an ACL, like major surgery like that yourself?
Can't say I have.
Can't say. Have you worked with guys who have or girls
Yes.
who have? So when they had their surgery, right after they had their surgery, like did you just go straight back into what you were doing?
No, because an AT usually told me I couldn't.
Okay. Did they ever explain like why they couldn't?
No, they just told me they couldn't.
Well, so like an ACL has to heal, repair, and kind of like build back strength. And so if you go in too quickly, you could just tear that like replacement ligament that they just put in. So
Okay.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you have an ACL and you go back way too quickly, you can basically either tear the ACL again or make everything weaker, and so you'd be more predisposed to an ACL injury again.
Okay. Well.
So with concussions, it's basically an injury of the head, and so if you go back too quickly with that, it could be more injury like further down the line. Or she could have second impact syndrome, which is if she hits her head again before she's fully healed from the first concussion, and then that could be turned into like a medical emergency.
But if I follow the safety regulations of a strength coach, then why shouldn't I? Then why, if it's just her head, I mean, why can't she just do like exercises that don't impact her head, I guess?
What exercises do you think like don't impact her head?
Like a back squat, front squat, I mean, bench press, I mean, that's all down here. Like, I don't understand why it's up here.
Well, normally, from like my experience, and you probably know more about this, when you're doing a back squat or like any kind of squats like that, when you're like, so if you're doing bench press, if you're pushing, aren't you like kind of bracing everything and like kind of building more pressure?
If you're doing it right.
Right. And so if you're building pressure like down here, don't you kind of like, you know, you can see guys when they're working out and their face is getting really red.
Right.
Because they have all the blood flowing to their head, everything like that. What's in your head? Your brain, you know? So if you have that happening, then that's going to be affecting your brain. Concussions are difficult because you can't like see, you know, how they're doing with their brain.
Right. I was looking at her yesterday. She seemed just fine.
You can seem fine. I've heard of people when they have concussions, they can be completely different personalities. They can like kind of go berserk and go crazy or whatever, but they can be completely normal and they just have a headache.
Okay.
Well, according to my protocol, if you have a headache that's mild, moderate, or severe, that's still a symptom of concussion. So I would still need to keep them like in the return to play until they don't have any more symptoms.
Gotcha.
So that kind of tells me that their brain's healing. So if Katie has, so for their symptoms, it's mild, moderate, severe, scale of 0 to 6. So So if I eval Katie the first day and she had a headache of like 5, the second day a headache of 3, that doesn't mean she can go back already. That just means she's improving. So once we get her headache down to 0, then we can start to ease back into everything.
Okay.
That's annoying.
And it takes time.
Can we, so what kind of exercises can I do if she wants to come back and talk to me? Because she loves to work. There's no way I'm not going to stop her from working. What exercises can I inform her that she can do lightly to prevent the headache or the concussion or whatever?
So after she has this concussion, until she's fully back, you want to make sure, like, as you're doing these exercises with her, you know, to make sure she tells you if she starts getting lightheaded, if she starts getting a headache, that kind of thing. That's kind of like what we do too when we're returning to play. So if you want to do that part of it, make sure, kind of monitor her symptoms that are going on. I would stay away from anything that are really kind of like all over the place in the body, like plyo, basically, because you're jumping and all that kind of stuff. Definitely light exercises in regard to like light movement. Like you can probably load stuff up a little bit depending on how she does with it. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
So I'd stay away from that.
Okay.
So what exercises do you normally do? You said resistance training.
Resistance training usually. I guess like light single weight, like body weight stuff. Is that okay? Like at least just get her moving somewhat.
For sure. We do want to keep her moving and like because that stimulates your brain as well. Body weight stuff. That seems fine to me. If she has symptoms, so she starts to get lightheaded, the light or sound starts affecting her, those are other symptoms, then that would be kind of slow her down a little bit. So it's going to be based off of what she can do, but we don't want to push her too much or think that she has to be back because that could help her, that could like make her hurt herself more. You know,
if she shows any symptoms in my weight room, what am I going to do? Do I just send her to you or?
You can kind of, okay, so if y'all are working out and she starts showing symptoms, kind of stop what you're, not like stop what you're doing, but just kind of stop, and let her rest for a little bit, see if it goes away, and if it goes away, then you can keep going a little bit along the same path and see if it starts back again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, if she like gets one and it just won't go away, starts getting more symptoms or something, you can send her back to me if you feel comfortable with that. Or you can just tell her, let's call it a day, go home, rest.
Gotcha.
So I would give her, like a concussion protocol, basically, of what to do, what not to do. So if she starts having a headache again and you're like, just go home, call it a day, she has that list of what she's supposed to do with her concussion protocol.
Right. Well, alright, I'll do my best to follow that protocol as much as I can. Do you mind sending me a list of what we went over today, the exercises, the rehab stuff, the information about the concussion?
Yeah.
And that way I can better make it an environment that she can thrive in.
And I can send you my, to the list that I go off of.
Okay.
It's from like a SCAT test.
Okay.
So when someone comes in with we think they have a concussion, I'll take them through the SCAT protocol. And part of that is all of those symptoms, so the headache, dizziness, lightheaded, all that kind of stuff, and you can see how it's 0 to 6, and I can send you those, so if you want to keep up with paperwork monitoring her, before when she comes in, how's your symptoms, if it starts getting better, you can kind of mark down on there, or it'll just let you know what symptoms to look out for.
Perfect.
That sound good?
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions?
I'm good. I think you covered all of it. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.